Hello, hello. Welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I'm here to do your weekly reading. And this reading is going to be from the 16th through the 22nd of May, 2022. Now, I'm sorry for my voice. I'm still having a bit of a cold, but I wanted to come on and do your weekly readings since I didn't have a chance to do so much readings lately. So here you go. So deal with me, people. That is the way it is. Anyways, let's get into the reading for today. You have 3 decks to choose from, as always. Now, this is the Urban Tarot. Now, this is the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot, and this is the Grand Lux Tarot. Underneath today, you have 3 different astro dices to choose from. You have a green astro dice that is also all the different signs, zodiac signs. You have a purple that is all the houses, or you have a blue that's all the planets. So sink into your intuition, spend your time choosing either number 1, 2, or 3. Ask your angels and guides to guide you so that you make sure that you pick the reading that was meant for you. If you like what I do, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And jump on over to my other channel, which is linked below, if you're curious about channeling and communications with source energy, angels, and star beings and such. And also the awakening process or ascension process, if you will. But without further ado, let's get into the reading for today. So if you need more time making your pick, then pause the video now because I'm going to start with number 1 in a moment. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1, so if you pick the Urban Tarot and this astro dice that is about the zodiac signs, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it up here so it will be part of your reading. And we're also going to use the Moonmagic cards today and also the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians oracle cards, but that's for later. Let's start with the tarot cards as we always do in the weekly. We're going to pull 6 cards to see your overarching energy of this coming week. I'm sorry, I'm a bit sniffly and my voice isn't all the way there, but anyways, I think we can manage to do a reading anyways. So let's see what pops up for you, number 1, this coming week. And we're also going into a week where we have we are starting with a full moon, either 15th or 16th of May. So you might be feeling those energies as well. Knight of Cups. The Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune. And you have the 2 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. I'll just put those into a little bit better view for you. So there, that looks good for me at least. Underneath we have the Moon card. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. What's interesting to see with this card right here is that the 7 of Pentacles in this deck is called failure. For me, 7 of Pentacles is not about failure. It is about that you have planted a seed and that you're kind of waiting for it to grow. And so you're impatient for it to grow, or you want it to grow faster than it is, kind of. It's coming together with the Justice card here, though. So I feel like you've maybe been blinded for the way forward here. Or maybe you've been feeling like things aren't moving in your way or in your favor. And you're asking for justice. But you got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is that the wheel is going to turn in your favor. And that comes together with the 8 of Wands, which is action card. So for me, that is a potential anyways, that things are going to move into your favor now. Now the situation might be regarding a person that is in this deck called the Seducer. Okay, so, and the 2 of Wands is planning or also making a choice as to what path to take. So for some of you, if this is regarding a relationship, there might be someone that you don't know if you can trust, or you don't know if you want to move into this relationship with that person. Being it a love relationship, a partnership in business, or friendship, or you know, or this can also be representative for a path, for a way of being, for a project. So you take this as it resonates with you. But the seducer here in this deck kind of calls for someone who is trying to get you on board with something, and you are not sure if that person is trustworthy. The Knight of Cups in normal decks is kind of an offering of love, and a loving offer. So take that as it resonates with you, number one, okay? But what I would say here is that no matter what the situation is, and if it is regarding a project that you don't know if you want to trust, or you feel like, you know, you don't know where to go with this, with the blinded person here, and with the decision card here, and with the Seven of Pentacles, that kind of makes sense. So with that, I would say that there is a potential for you to move that into your favor. However, you have the Moon card here, and that can be something that's hidden, but it can also be an invitation to make sure that you use your emotions in this, that you let your emotions get into where you do the planning, so that it's not coming from a space of what you would call the critical self or the ego, so that you make sure that you have your heart in it, kind of. Underneath there, you have the Four of Pentacles, which is completion in this deck. Four of Pentacles, no, I mean Four of Wands, sorry. So Four of Wands completion in this deck, but Four of Wands, you know, is a card of celebration. So I feel like the way towards the celebration is through your heart, okay? It's through making sure that it's something that you truly want, okay? So that's definitely something they're trying to nudge you into doing here. It can be that this person, if this is a person, if you feel like this is a person coming towards you, it might be that his intentions are true, but he doesn't know how to express it. Doesn't know how, or her, doesn't know how to, you know, use the words in the right way to make you understand, or to make you see. So have that in mind as well. So you have to take this as it resonates with you. Now let's pull some oracle cards for you, number one. Epona, earth magic. Okay, that's interesting. She's also standing together with an animal here, with a horse in this card. Very connected to the earth here, very connected to nature, earth magic. So grounding might be needed also in this situation. Mawulisa, balance, yeah, and it's together with the justice card here. So there is a need for balance. So there might be a need for balance in between your head space and your heart space. It might be in need of balance in between energy out, energy in. It might be in the need of balance in that relationship with that person that's coming in, so that you are both heard and that you're both seen equally, and that you know, it's give and take in a balance, okay? Hectate, past life healing. Okay, so you might also be going through some sort of deep healing. Underneath, Lilith, face your shadow. Okay. So if you still have some shadow issues that's coming up for you, then you need to feel that through. Just face it kind of head on is the advice here with this card. And just allow it to go through your physical form. It will be released on the other side of it, but you kind of have to be bold enough to dive into it in order for that to happen. This is regarding your awakening process and choosing a path regarding that. And that might be because of Lilith and because of Hecate, yeah, coming up here. Past life healing, for me, it's not really in the past because there is no time on the other side. It's just other lives, but there might be other lives, or this might also be a DNA lineage where, you know, some sort of energy has been passed down in generations, and you are the generation that's kind of facing that head on now and finally healing that DNA lineage. Okay, so take this as it resonates with you, number one. Okay, but definitely need for balance, need for grounding. Might need to feel through some shadows here. Also, when I see the moon, that might also be some shadows coming up, just to have that said. But yeah, this person might also be in your DNA lineage, just to say that. So it might be family related, this as well, since that card comes up. Yeah. And I feel for some of you, this might also have to do with the inheritance. Getting balanced in who gets what. Oh, that was a little bit too many. So yeah, take this as it resonates, number one. It can mean many things, of course. So you have to feel in to what resonates for you. Okay, let's see. You get some Moonmagic cards since we are coming out of a full moon here now. We're coming into. Let's see. I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. And that is eclipse energy. And we are having an eclipse with the full moon that's up now, a full moon in Scorpio. So that's also very deep, very transformational energy. And I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. And that's very much to do with the balance card, as I said here, with this person or with this project or with whatever it is that you're moving into. There is a need for balance. And then, as I said, also the need for both to be heard equally. Okay, I feel like that's important. Let's pull one more card from this. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Moon goddess Artemis. And that's very much what they say here as well. So I do feel like the whole situation here needs some grounding. Okay. Need to follow your heart. Make sure that your heart's in it, whatever this is. Outside, of course, connection with nature and animals, always good. Healing, of course, looking at if there's something in you that can be released now. So that's also something to look at as well. Underneath we have, I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. Blue moon. Okay. We're having a red moon this full moon, but I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected. Okay, so there might be, because this, yeah, okay, because this is also swiftness. Can you see that? Unexpected action, something is happening, something is kind of clicking, turning into your favor here. So there might be something that you didn't expect coming your way here. So that might be good surprise. I feel like that's positive. I wouldn't be afraid of it. Yeah. And I do feel like this whole reading is very much about the quality of you, seeing your own worth, seeing your own quality. Being patient with yourself, being patient with movement forward. It will come, but there might be a little bit, it might take a little while to make this to move as well, is what I feel. But grounding is definitely needed here. I would look at that first of all. And maybe some shadow healing here. And then maybe this whole situation will shift once you've dared to kind of go into that with the moon energy here. Most definitely. So use this full moon and the week coming to deal with this, I would say. Okay, so that would be my advice for you, number one. Well, that's pretty much it. I have to save my voice a little bit, so I'm making it short. So thank you so much for being part of this reading today, number one. I wish you a pleasant week, and until the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, number 2, so if you picked this deck, the Radiant Rider Waite, and this purple dice, which shows the houses of the zodiac, then this is the reading for you. Now we're also going to use Moonmagic cards today, and also the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians cards, but that's for later. So let us start with the tarot cards. I'm still very sniffly and having a bad voice, but I just wanted to come on and do this weekly reading for you guys, at least this week. And so just please bear with me that I'm a bit sniffly and maybe not totally up to date here, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's look at it, number 2. Where to go, where to go? What are you going to bump up against this coming week? Let's see. The 4 of Pentacles. The High Priestess. The 5 of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacle energy. Ooh, Death card transformation. And the World. And underneath, the King of Swords. Okay. So let us look at it. Yeah. A lot of pentacle energy, and that's of course the earth element. So the pentacles can be representative, of course, for money, for career, and for whatever project or hobbies that you're kind of currently undergoing. But it can also be health, just to have that said. It's kind of the ground pillars of life. You know, the earth element is the ground pillars. So here, for some of you, if you feel like this has to do with money, then I feel like you have been holding back, okay? Because you have been maybe afraid of not having enough, and that shows here with the 5 of Pentacles, that maybe for some of you, you didn't have enough. That is kind of what this card is representative of. But this card can also be feeling left outside. So, you know, it can mean many things, so you have to take it as it resonates. But you also have here a Knight of Pentacles, and that's an offer. So that means if this is money, then this is a new offer of money coming in. And now this can also, of course, mean health. And of course, within health, it's also mental health. So I see that the King of Swords is here, and that's, of course, being in your head space. But the King of Swords sees things clearly. He has gained the perspective. And so there might be new information, or there might be a feeling of finally seeing something clearly here with the King of Swords. And I wouldn't be surprised, because you have a Death card and you have the High Priestess together. Now this is huge transformation in life, and this is someone who is connected to the spiritual, who is very much being guided by their higher self. So what I would say, and you have the World card here as well, is something that's coming full circle, something that's ending, starting anew, or also the card of the World is your oyster. But it comes next to the Death card here, which is also transformation energy. So I would say that there is a huge potential for some very big shift. And I feel like the shift is in this energy. The shift is in the energy of not a feeling of lack, okay? This can be feeling of lack when it comes to money, when it comes to not being seen or heard within the workspace, when it comes to being pushed outside a friend group or family, or by a spouse. So you know, you have to take this as it resonates with you, but it is the feeling of lack, okay? Now, this card is someone who is kind of holding on for dear life to what they have. And that might be good in some cases, but it might not be good in other cases, okay? They are saying, though, with this, that there is something more coming, okay? There is an offer coming towards you. So this mentality, you don't need it anymore, okay? You don't need to look upon it as lack either. It was something that you learned from, okay? You learn from having this situation where you feel like you have to hold on to everything you have. You're afraid of losing it, whether it be friendship or money or career, or, you know, take it as it resonates. And you learn from that. You learn from not having enough or being afraid of losing what you have. But I think they're inviting you because if you are in this mentality too long, it will lead to this mentality. Okay? Because you're holding on for dear life. So you're afraid of losing it. And if that's the energy you focus on, then that's the energy that you kind of draw towards you, then you're going to get more of, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I have to hold on to what I have. And then you're automatically in lack mentality. Okay? So that's what happens. But what they're saying here with the Knight of Pentacles, that there is something that's being offered to you. And you might not have seen it before, but I feel like you're going to now because of the King of Swords is here, and also because of these two major transformational cards are here. But with the High Priestess, I think what they're trying to tell you is that you as the critical self, the ego, might not see it, but your higher self does, okay? So your higher self might see the situation here and might see where you're supposed to go. So link into your higher self, ask your guides and guides to guide you in this one, okay? That's what I would say. Now, let us pull some oracle cards here. You're a healer, Bridget. Okay. It might also be that you are in need of healing, okay? So I feel that because your higher self is in the position of healing the entire situation, right? Not you as the critical self, as the ego, but the higher self. So remember that. I feel like this has very much to do with the connection of the light that you are, the light being that you are. Watch your words. Yeah. Okay. So they're asking you also, we are in Mercury retrograde right now. And then it's very important that we consider what we are wanting to say before we say it. Okay. Because this is not the time to go just blah. This is the time to really think about what you're saying before you let it out. Okay. So that might also be an advice in this situation. Okay. So one more card here. Life force energy. Ah, beautiful. Okay. So as I said, I felt like this had to do with the light being that you are and the higher self. And this kind of tells me because the life force energy is what you are. You are the life force energy. You are the higher self having a human experience. Okay. So they're very much telling you that there is a need for connection into that and to seeing things from that perspective. King of Swords here. Underneath, believe in yourself. Okay, beautiful. So, this whole situation can be changed if you are willing to get into this perspective, I feel. Because the King of Swords have already gained that perspective. So you are definitely able to. But not from the critical self, not from the ego perspective, okay? So there is a shift in the mentality of how you look upon your situation. I feel like there's something to be learned here, okay? There is something in your situation that you might be focusing too much on holding on to something and being afraid of not having enough or being afraid of, losing whatever it is that you have already gained, whether it be a position, money, friendships, love, take it as it resonates. But the more you hold on to the fright of losing it, the more you get into the lack mentality. And I feel like that's what they're trying to shake you up out of, okay? And I feel like because there are major arcana cards here that are, really powerful shift cards, I feel like as soon as you get into the King of Swords where you gain that perspective, where you are in the higher self, there is something that's going to shift in you. There might be a healing of your physical form or a healing of, this lack feeling. And more life force energy coming into you. Maybe more high frequent energy coming into your physical form as well. So lots of possibilities here, number 2. Let's pull some Moonmagic. Oh, 2 that just popped out. Every day I focus on what is important. Yeah, good. I am loved beyond measure. So they say that they love you and they're with you and they want to be a part of this, meaning your higher self and your team. And they want you to focus on what is it that's important. Okay? Underneath, I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. Okay, so there might be some self-nourishment also needed in this situation. But they're telling you to focus. Because as I said before, if you focus too much on being afraid of losing things, you get into the lack mentality. If you're in the lack mentality, then that's what you're drawing towards you, right? So, where's your focus? So, I think that's pretty clear here, the message that they have for you, number 2, okay? I hope you see that too as well. Anyways, that's all I had for you. I wish you a pleasant week and with whatever it is that you are getting into. And until the next time I see you, bye. Okay, number 3. So if you pick the Grand Lux Tarot and this blue dice with all the planets on it, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it up here. Now, we are also going to use today the Moonmagic cards here and also these goddesses, gods, and guardians, but that's for later. We're going to start with the tarot cards, as we always do in the weekly. Hope you're all doing well, number 3. I am recovering from a cold, as you probably can hear. A bit sniffly, and my voice isn't all the way there, but I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. So, let us see what kind of energies you might bump up against this coming week, number 3. Let's look at it. Okay. Okay, Page of Cups. The Strength card. The 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Wow, beautiful. And the 6 of Swords. Underneath we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, sorry. A bit sniffly. Okay, let's look at it, number 3. So we have 3 Cups cards here. 2 Pentacle cards. Okay. Yeah. I want to see underneath here as well. Magician. Okay. And the Ace of Coins. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like... okay, so for some of you, you have been in kind of a lack mentality. You have been in a place where you felt like I'm not getting enough, or I'm being excluded, or I'm feeling the lack of ... the lack of money, the lack of love, the lack of understanding from other people, the lack of energy, take that as it resonates. But I feel like most of you have come past this. If you haven't, the invitation in this reading is to see that if you focus on the lack mentality, then that's what you're going to get more of, okay? But I feel like for most of you, you have already come out of this mentality, okay? You have already transmuted this energy because it comes together with the 6 of Swords, which is moving away from the old into new adventures, okay? And if you feel like you haven't gotten there yet, if you're still kind of worrying about money, worrying about health, worrying about when is the love going to come, all of these things, I feel like this is an invitation to move away from that way of thinking. Because, number 1, everything that happens to you here is something that you as a higher self has invited into experience. It's just energy, it's just experiences, it's just consciousnesses that you are experiencing, okay? If you allow it to just pass through you, feel it through, then it will leave you and you can invite new energy in. And that is, you know, all mental aspects and feelings are different energy vibrating on different frequencies, different kind of consciousnesses within your physical form. So if you give it your love, if you give it your attention, and just allow it to kind of feel through your physical form, then you can let it go, okay? And then you can turn that energy into something new, because then you invite more high frequent energy into your physical form. Hence, you're leaving the old energies behind, moving into new energies, okay? So that's kind of what I feel this card is about, these cards are about. For most of you, I feel, as I said, that you have already done that, okay? You might have gone through a dark night of the soul where you have been feeling through a lot of stuff and are done with that now, and you are moving into new ventures, okay? So that's kind of these cards here. Now, the rest of the cards that are here are very positive. As you can see, you have the Nine of Cups, which is personal fulfillment and abundance. You have the Strength card, you know, you're standing strong in your power. You have the Page of Cups, which is a love offer coming towards you. You have the Three of Cups, which is celebration, partnerships, friendships. And you have the Queen of Coins, who is grounded, steady, nurturing herself and the people around her. You have the Magician under there, who have all the tools in the toolbox he needs to make the magic appear in his life. And you also have the Ace of Pentacles here, you know, which is new, offers new money. And under there you have a Six of Wands, so which is victory. So there's all these extremely positive cards around you here, number 3. So I would say, maybe you have a little bit left, since these cards pop up. Maybe there's a little bit left that you need to feel through and let go of. Maybe there's another thing that you can look at when it comes to your focus. When it comes to getting out of that lack mentality. Because, you know, the critical self, or the ego, if you will drive us down on that path over and over and over again. That's just the way ego works. So there might be some more things that you can feel through here or look at when it comes to the lack mentality, okay? And move away from that now once and for all. Because all of these positive things are waiting for you. Your strength, you know, if you get more of that light potent energy, high frequent energy into your physical form, your strength, your energy within your physical form will enhance, it will grow. So that might be what's happening as well here. And that, and of course, will lead to personal happiness and abundance, the feeling of contentment. But you also have love coming towards you. And I feel like as soon as you get out of this lack mentality and you leave that behind, if you are someone that's looking for more love in your current relationship, or a new relationship, or friendship relationship, or family relations, then this will shift that energy. And then the love is going to come towards you. You don't have to run after it. You don't have to look for it. It will come towards you. And that's also why this is coming. This can be family, it can be friends, it can be work related, you know, take it as it resonates. But there's lots of love and positive emotions coming towards you here. Okay? So that's kind of what I have to say about the tarot cards. So let's look at the oracle cards real quick here. Number 3. Spiritual transformation. Yeah. You're desperate. There's some sort of shift happening with you. New beginnings. Yeah, beautiful. Wow. Share your gift. Okay. So for some of you, you're meant to share a spiritual gift, or the gift that you have. If you feel like you have a gift of, what do I know, arts, singing, dancing, speaking, showing people, teaching people, you know, take it that as it resonates. But they're inviting you to share your gift. Okay, so that's kind of an extra message here as well. But there's definitely some transformation happening, and it might be spiritual, as I said. You might have gone through this dark night of the soul, inviting more of your higher self and your light being into you. So that's kind of a transformation happening for you. New beginnings coming, as I said, once you have kind of gone away from this energy. Underneath, sweet success. Beautiful. Very positive reading today, I must say, number 3. Let's pull some Moonmagic cards in the end today. Woo. Okay. I shine my light outwards for all to see. So again, share your gift. Okay, so definitely a big message here for that, number 3. Now let's see, we can pull some more cards here. I am magnetic to what I want. I repel what I do not want. Okay, so this has to do with resonance. So you feel into where you want to be, and that's the resonance you surround yourself with, right? So that's also how to get out of this lack mentality, because that's not what you want. It doesn't feel good. So feel into where do you resonate, and you keep your focus on that, okay? And then it's magnetically coming towards you is what they're saying here. Kind of another way to say what I already said. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. Beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. So this is definitely, yeah, underneath, I let go of the anxieties of others as well. No, so this is definitely a time for a shift, number 3. Surrender this mentality totally. And I feel like something is going to shift you. And things are going to flow into your space instead of you having to hunt for it or look for it. So you're going to turn that around. And they're saying sweet success here. So I feel like you will be successful. So it's just to, if you haven't done the work already, get to work, do the work, you know what it means, and things are definitely going to go into your favor here. That's what I see here, number 3, okay? I feel like that was it, and that was all my voice can do today. Thank you so much for being part of this reading. I wish you a pleasant week, number 3, until the next time I see you. Bye.